Hey, good morning. It's Tony here at Smart Motors Toyota in Madison, Wisconsin. Hey, look what I found. Today we have a brand new 2020 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro, super white in color with a black leather interior. So this is your standard level equipment on the TRD Pro, and we're going to dive in and I'm going to show you all about the features that make this vehicle so awesome and why it should be the vehicle for you and your family if you need to tow a camper, a boat, jet skis, 7-passenger seating. Great vehicle for all those family activities and a nice daily driver. Let's dive in and see what we can find. Okay, let's dig in up front. Starting out with this huge Toyota branded grille. Only on the TRD Pro can you get this large Toyota badging right across the front of the grille. Your headlight setup, these are LED headlights and LED driving lights, and then the TRD Pro does come standard with these rigid LED fog lights. Also notice we have detectors or sensors in the front bumper to help with your parking assist as well. And then down underneath on the TRD Pro, we'll see that TRD aluminum skid plate. We've got tie-down hooks here as well. That skid plate's going to protect the undercarriage when you do your off-road driving. Super durable, really going to protect your vehicle. Hey, taking a look at your front wheels. So these are an 18-inch cast aluminum wheel. They're designed and built by BBS, specifically for the TRD Pro Sequoia, 18-inch alloy wheels, and then you've got an off-road tire. That's a P275/65 R18 Michelin tire. Great quality tire. It's the right tire for this vehicle for sure. When we get around to the driver's side, we'll take a look at that suspension. But I did want to point out these cast aluminum TRD running boards, which are textured so you won't slip your feet on there. And then also we have the TRD Pro badging with the blacked out effect. Factory mud guards. The outside mirrors are power retractable mirrors. They're also auto dimming mirrors, and they're also heated. And then we do have blind spot monitoring as well on those mirrors. Color to match door handles. Notice we have the large tubular TRD luggage rack with your factory moonroof up there. Looks great on this vehicle. This one really is ready to go for the weekend. Love the style, the white, super white with the black accents. Black TRD badging across the back. Sequoia badging also. This is piano black, as well as the Toyota badge itself. Rear washer wiper, tinted windows across the back, rear window defrost. We do have LED brake lights. Notice the TRD badging on the luggage rack and the blacked out shark fin antenna. Here's a look at your trailer towing setup. So we've got our class 3 trailer towing setup, pre-wired for 4-pin and 7-pin trailers with trailer brakes. Full-size spare tire up underneath. Here's a quick look at those Fox shocks and your exhaust system. Very durable, nice vehicle for off-road driving, but also going to be able to tow those boats and such. Let's go ahead and jump into the trunk and see what we can find. Okay, in the back seat, first of all, the step bumper is nice and wide. This is really helpful when it's time to sit down on the bumper and put your boots on, take your snow boots off or what have you. So a nice place to be able to do that. I really appreciate that on this vehicle. Here on the back we have cargo hooks, places for your grocery bags. There's your 12-volt power outlet, cargo net holder, tie-down hooks. There's also plenty of room back here for luggage with that back seat up, so lots of cargo room there. And then if we pull up and lift here, you see we do have some additional storage underneath this cover as well. So good storage even when you load it down with 7 passengers. Here's a subwoofer for your sound system back here. The back seats here, you can see there's a 40%, 60% fold down capabilities, but they are power actuated right here. So when I go ahead and fold this seat down, watch the headrest. That's going to go ahead and drop itself down. So I don't need to take it out. Just like that. So that's your 60%. And then I'll go ahead and drop down the 40%. Again, your headrest goes right down all by itself, no problem there. And now take a look at how much room you have. This, of course, limits you to 4 passengers, but there is a ton of cargo room back there for a weekend trip or just a quick trip over to the Home Depot or what have you. We've got cup holders up here, rear seat vents, passenger assist grips, reading lamps up there as well. More cup holders, storage compartments back here. So there's plenty of places to stash your stuff in the back seat of the Sequoia TRD Pro. Okay, I want to head down the driver's side real quick. First of all, point out that we do have 4-wheel disc brakes all the way around. Again, those huge 18-inch BBS wheels and tires designed for a smooth ride and off-road driving. I want to come around to the front and get you a shot of those TRD springs, coil springs, and those TRD Fox shocks that are up underneath here. So there's a quick look at your suspension. You can see it's a heavy-duty suspension, so this vehicle is going to ride a little bit more firm than other models of the Sequoia, but that rigid ride is what you're going to want off-road. Let's go ahead and jump into the driver's compartment and see what we can find. Okay, taking a quick look at the driver's door before we jump in. A couple features I want to point out. We do have the JBL audio system with the synthesized sound system. Awesome sound system, got to give it a listen. Bottle holders here on the doors, pockets for your maps or books or what have you. We do have a small storage compartment right here. A brushed aluminum plastic trim on the door, and notice the windows, they're auto up and down for the front windows but not the back. And then we do have an additional speaker up here in the A-pillar, if you will. Here's your heated outside mirrors. There's a turn signal indicator here and your blind spot monitoring as well. And then, as I mentioned, these mirrors are automatic power folding, but they're also automatic dimming mirrors as well. So if somebody comes up from behind you with bright lights, you'll be fine. Take a quick look at your driver's seat. Full power seat with power recliner, power lumbar support, but we also have a leg bolster right here which can be raised up or raised down with this button. And then over on this side, your power mirror controls. This is how you fold your power mirrors in and out. This is your dome light for your interior event. Automatic high beams, and then our power tailgate lift gate button right here, which can also be done using your keyless remote. The seats themselves, yes, these are a full leather seat, so they're not the soft tech seat. Very comfortable, high quality. You'll notice we have, because it's a TRD, we pick up on the red stitching, and then the TRD Pro badging is embroidered into both front headrest, but not in your back seat headrest, only in the front seat. I wish they would have went that extra mile, but they didn't. Okay, let's jump in the driver's seat and see what we can find. Okay, here in the driver's seat, the steering wheel is leather wrapped. It's a thick padded steering wheel, very comfortable. On this side are controls for your sound system, voice activation, Bluetooth connectivity. Of course, we have a driver's side airbag. Your information center controls right here, and the information center's up in the gauge cluster. I'll show you that in just a minute. These controls are on-off switches for your lane departure and sensitivity for your dynamic cruise control. And then your cruise control itself is down here. Up on this side of the window stalk, we've got wiper controls for up front, rear washer wiper controls, and then over on this side are your headlight controls and your fog light on and off switches right here as well. Take a look at the instrument cluster. I'm going to go ahead and fire it up so you can see what it looks like in the morning. It does have push button start down here, so we'll get that fired up so you can see that. Okay, so your gauge cluster is a traditional mechanical needle style with white lettering on a black background with white lighting as well. And this is a chrome trim going all the way around the bezels on the gauges. So tachometer, oil pressure, engine temperature, battery gauge, fuel gauge, and then your speedometers over here with some indicator lights like our blind spot monitoring is on. And then I mentioned the information centers here. Outside temperature, you can see our gear indicator and our odometer. And then if we use these switches right here, then we can toggle through that information center right here on the steering wheel. So that's where all of that is. You've got a compass, and that's where you can personalize the vehicle as well using the switch right here on the steering wheel. Turning our attention over to the center stack. So this is the JBL audio system with HD radio, Grace Notes, Sirius XM satellite. It's Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatible. Touchscreen, 7-inch touchscreen with dynamic navigation, so you can do all your maneuvering right there. A great sound system, the JBL audio system. I pointed out earlier some speakers up in the corners of the doors, down on the bottom of the doors. There's an additional mid-range speaker right up here in the dash. So a great sound system. Come by, give it a listen, see what you think. Automatic temperature control up front, front driver, front passenger is here, and you can sync those up. Front window and rear window defrost. Heated seats up front. They're not ventilated, and the back seats are not heated, but the front seats are. Here's our dialing controls for our 2-wheel and a 4-wheel drive system. Over here we've got the power up and down switch for the rear window, traction control on and off, and our parking assist on and off as well. So most of these are on-off switches for different settings. Here's our settings for our tow haul mode right here. And then way down underneath here we've got some power ports, so USB ports, traditional 12-volt port right there. There's 3 cup holders up front, an additional small can holder, if you will. Here's your smart key keyless entry system with the push button for the tailgate. Storage coin tray here, and then this opens up for some additional storage down below. Don't know exactly what you put in there, maybe a tablet, an iPad, or something like that. And then here's your shift console. So the TRD does have a leather TRD here, and then kind of a gunmetal gray finish with leather on the backside. And there's also a storage compartment down here. So a whole bunch of little storage areas on the front. Here's your armrest. This armrest is pretty darn big, pretty wide. 2 arms, no problem. It is stationary, and when you open it up, it's huge in there. So this is a modular storage system. You can take this whole deal out if you want, and you can see it's pretty large. But then there's also a 12-volt charging port right here, and then we also have kind of a workstation here for ink pens, letters, pack of Kleenexes, whatever you might need, you can put right there. Here's a quick look at that passenger seat and the back seat from up front. See, we have those quad captain's chairs across the back. Over on the passenger door, there's that small storage compartment down there. We have passenger assist grip up here, height adjustable seat belts, side airbags. Here's your visor up front. There's no light on the vanity like on so many other models of Toyotas, and then this can be moved out and slid in and out, so it's adjustable but not extendable, if you will. Here we've got our overhead lighting. There's a slot up here for letters or mail or what have you. Here's your power moonroof controls. Here's your SOS connect, safety connect right here, and then sunglass holder up there as well. And then notice we do have an automatic dimming rear view mirror with HomeLink built right in. So overall, pretty well loaded. One of the things I like about it, the Sequoia, is it has a dual glove box. So there's one up on top, and then there's a second one down here, which is lockable. And of course, you get your owner's manuals as well as part of the package, of course. So that's a quick look up front. Let's go ahead and jump into the back seat and see what we can find. Okay, diving into the back seat, we'll stop real quick here on the door. Just wanted to point out the JBL audio system has speakers up high and also down low, bottle holders on the back seats, a nice brushed aluminum piece of trim right here. It is plastic, but you can see those doors do open nice and wide, and with those aluminum step boards, TRD branded, makes it really easy to get in and out. Now this one we have the captain's chairs. These are leather seats with the red stitching. These seats do fold down. So you can drop them down just like that for longer cargo. And then there's also a modular piece that comes out like that. If you want to throw a air mattress or something like that in there, you could do that as well. And then also you have controls right here for that power seat in the rear that you can go ahead and drop it down just like we did when we were at the back, but you could do it from up front as well. So that's pretty darn handy. Go ahead and bring that seat back up right after we release it. There it goes. So it is a pretty heavy seat for sure. Let's jump up inside. There's a passenger assist grip right here. Also one over on that side. And then from the seat here, you can see how much leg room I have. No problem there. Map pockets here and there. And then in the center, we have automatic temperature controls right here. A 12-volt outlet right there to plug your electronic stuff in. And then an additional cup holder down on the bottom as well. So you've got plenty of places to put your stuff. Here's a quick look at the driver's compartment from the back seat. There's rear seat vents up here, passenger assist grips as well. Just a quick look at the back seat. And there's another look here at your power sliding moonroof from the back seat. So tons of features, very comfortable. It is the right vehicle for the family for sure. If you need room, this is the right one for you. Okay, let's take a look under the hood. First of all, you can see it has an extra large radiator and cooling fan that's going to allow you to tow and keep your engine cool. This vehicle is equipped with a 5.7 liter V8 iForce engine, produces 381 horsepower, and it's connected to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Of course, it's 4-wheel drive. With the trailer towing package, you're going to be able to tow up to 7,400 pounds. Has an oversized battery, which is what you're going to want for that towing capacity. Of course, anti-lock brake system, really fantastic power plant, and it has a warranty that is for 5 years or 60,000 miles, whichever comes first, with no deductible. And then, of course, the vehicle itself comes with Toyota Care. And Toyota Care is going to cover your oil changes, your fluid top-offs, any of your regular scheduled maintenance, including tire rotations for up to 2 years or 25,000 miles with no deductible. So a real fantastic package there. And then, of course, it does have a 3-year 36,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. No deductible there either. So a great engine power plant backed up with a super warranty. Okay, so there you have it, a brand new 2020 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro, super white with a black leather interior. This is a fantastic vehicle for towing and for large families. 7-passenger seating, 5.7 liter V8 that'll tow up to 7,400 pounds right off the dealer's lot. This one's available right now today, July 14th, 2020. We don't get many of them in, so if you're interested, make your move, give us a call. We'd be happy to work with you. This is Tony at Smart Toyota. Thanks for watching.